Hi, I'm Samira Ahmad, Director of the Cincinnati Interfaith Workers Center. We are an organization of 135 low-wage worker members and 2 staff people. Together with our allies, volunteers, and you, we want to stop wage theft in the Cincinnati area and empower workers and immigrants to stand up for their rights. Wage theft takes many forms. For example, when employers pay less than minimum wage, fail to pay for overtime hours, misclassify regular employees as contract workers, require off-the-clock work, bill workers inflated fees for transportation or safety equipment, take bogus deductions from wages, pay tipped wages for non-tipped work, or refuse to pay wages owed.
Patience was hired by a temp agency to work for a recycling contractor. She was paid $7 per hour, $3.70 less than the hourly rate required by ordinance, to pick and sort trash. The temp agency deducted a daily mandatory transportation fee of $7, and it took additional deductions for safety equipment. Patients received no health insurance, no paid time off, and no retirement benefits. With the support of the Workers Center, patients and her fellow temp workers were able to win their full pay and to end the bogus fees.
With the Workers Center, other employees and me had a voice. By working together, we got the pay we were owed and better working conditions.
Mi nombre es Jorge López. Tengo 50 años.
My name is Jorge Lopez. I am 50 years old. I have been living in the United States for more than 8 years. It's a great country. I never thought that I would be a victim of wage theft. Wage theft seems to be an epidemic. And thank God there are institutions like the Workers Center in Cincinnati that can help you recover at least part of the money stolen from you. In my case, I contracted with Cablevision after Hurricane Sandy. I went to work in New York. They did not pay us what they offered, neither the wages nor the reimbursement for hotel. There were about 100 of us technicians who were affected like me. In my case, Cablevision owed me more than $2,000. That's in my case. For other people, close to $3,000. For 100 people, that is about $300,000. That's a lot of money that they stole from us. Chris made $10 an hour as a line cook. He showed up for work one day in October, but to his surprise, the restaurant was closed. By Friday, which was also payday, the restaurant was still closed. The owners gave vague promises about when he and his 4 co-workers would be paid. After 6 weeks and still no pay, his co-workers became discouraged, but Chris was determined. "I work for a living, not for free," he said. He asked the Workers Center for help. When the Workers Center talked to the owners, they meant business, he said. And 10 days later, Chris and his co-workers were paid in full, in time for Christmas.
Most undocumented workers face illegal wage theft, but most of us don't know our legal rights, or we're afraid to fight for them. I got paid $8 per hour to clean cages and to wash animals. I worked 12 hours per day, 7 days per week, most of the time. I paid federal and state taxes, including Medicare and Social Security, on my regular time and on my overtime. But I had to pay back to my employer all the overtime I worked. There were 3 of us. They said we would be deported if we did not pay the overtime back. One day we refused. With the help of the Workers Center, we filed a complaint with the Department of Labor to collect the money they had stolen from us, $24,000. We had proof. We had checks, pay stubs, and videotaped.
Here at the Workers Center, we work to educate, empower, and mobilize low-wage and immigrant workers. Our members train workers to know their rights, stand in solidarity with the labor movement, and fight for immigrant justice. We organize the faith communities to stand in solidarity with working people. Since our founding, we have fought back against wage theft, which remains one of the most egregious forms of worker exploitation. The Workers Center is a unique institution in Cincinnati for low-wage and immigrant workers. Wage theft is a nasty practice and an epidemic in our community. Your donations will help return stolen wages to people who can least afford to lose any of their hard-earned dollars. Fighting wage theft and supporting workers' rights is, at heart, about supporting an America that honors the dignity of work and the humanity of each person. Put your money to work. Support these principles by donating to the Workers Center.